I had a very interesting conversation recently with my coach where we discussed a lot about warm up. And he used a very interesting term. He said intentional warm up. That got me kind of thinking, and I thought I should make a video about it and share it with you all. Now, warm up we all know is very important because it gets your mind and body ready for the training to come. So, whether it's opening up your joints, loosening muscles, getting your heart rate up, etc. I don't want to get into the details about what the warm up is all about. But just as your training has three parts to it, okay? There is the warm up, there is the main workout, and then there is the cool down. You can check that out in one of the videos that I've made, and here's the link to it. Same way, even your warm up has three parts to it. There is the mobility part, there is the intent based warm up, and I'll get to that in a few seconds, so hang on with me here. And then there is HIIT, or where you kind of get your heart rate up. The first part, which is mobility, that is important because that's opening up your body, right? So let's say you've come for your training after a long day of working or sitting in office, whatever, or you've woken up in the morning and that's when you hit your gym or training or class, whatever. Either case, your body is stiff somewhat. So you need to open that up, and therefore you do the exercises like your neck rotations, your shoulder rotations, or hip rotations, your leg, foot rotations, etc., and whatever is there to open up your joints. The second one, which is intent based warm up, and that's very important, is what are you going to train for today. The middle part of the warm up should be based on that. So let's say today in your class the session is all about punching. So a very focused upper body warm up is required in that case. Now that could be, opening up your shoulders properly, doing your torso rotations, doing your neck joint movements. These are critical because in any punching movement that kind of mobility is required, right? Obviously, you will also do a lower body warm-up because you will be doing footwork when you're doing punching training. Let's say your class is all about kicking. The focused warm-up should be based on your lower body. So whether it's lower back opening, back exercises, or your leg exercises, which could be, let's say, squats, it could be lunges, stretchings, etc. That will help you perform better when it comes to a kicking session. If it is a sparring session, obviously it has to be a full body warm up because every part of the body will be used. The third part, which is HIIT, is where you're spiking up your heart rate, and that's where things like jumping jacks or quick spot jogs or knee ups, various exercises, or let's say burpees, that really get your heart rate up and get you ready for the training to come. Intent-based warm-up can take you a long way because you're training, or let's say you're working on your body's mobility based on what you're going to train. Let's say your training is very light today. Let's say you're doing technicals, let's say patterns, where you're not doing too quick a movement, and therefore your warm-up should be focused on more of mobility, more of let's say isometric holds, etc., because that precision is what is required when you're performing patterns. So next time when you are warming up, or let's say you're a coach, when you're making your students do a warm-up, think about it. What is the training that you're going to do today, and warm up accordingly. Even if you're doing a training all alone, think about it. What are you going to train today, and put down a warm-up structure accordingly. Trust me, it'll really help you, and it'll help you improve your performance way better. Hope you find this useful. Share it with your friends, share it with your training partners, and let me know in the comment section what you think.